proud of him and what he was able to do here. Back in the classroom and on the field and coaching in football and baseball. I have great admiration for people that are able to reach young people. It's not easy in today's world, and Steve was able to do that, and I'm very, very proud of him for that.
So my connection with Mr. Kenyon goes way, way back, probably just about 30 years. I started first at Loveland, and then he came along about a year or two after me. We coached baseball together. I was a math teacher at that time, so we were both teaching math. I would say he and I hit it off pretty early as friends. A lot of the same interests. Attended each other's weddings. There with the birth of kids and whatnot, raising our kids, and we really spent kind of a lifetime together.
So I was fortunate enough to be connected to Steve in quite a few different ways. When I was a student at Miami University, I was placed as his student teacher, and he was kind and brave enough to let me, as a scared, inexperienced kid, into his classroom. And I couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Over the last years and really decades, I was able to become not only his colleague, but his friend. Between department meetings and game nights and Halloween parties, I was really able to get to know Steve outside the classroom. I was fortunate enough to have his daughter in class, and he had my daughter.
When I think of Mr. Kenyon, the things that come to mind is just his personality. He's one of those people that other people kind of gravitate to and just want to be around, because he was a positive guy, he was a funny guy, just a great disposition about him. I think he had a great perspective on life, and I think that shows with his friends and his family, and just a lot of the things he did while he was here on earth.
So there really isn't a day that goes by in my current classroom where he still isn't impacting me and my students every day. Steve really taught me that in order to be a good math teacher, I really had to build those relationships first. And because of that, he inspired me to be a better teacher and really find the best in my students and help them succeed in whatever way possible.
I think that anytime you coach young people and they end up in the field of education, first of all, that is very rewarding. If they're walking through Loveland High School and they end up coming back to Loveland High School to work, that says volumes about what they learned here, what they gained here, you know, they're true Loveland people.
So in the classroom, Mr. Kenyon was a constant source of encouragement for his students. He always held them to a high level of expectation, but he also knew that it was fun to have a good time. So he was always doing different games. Bowling and concentration were my absolute favorites.
I think any student that had him in class would remember all of his silly games that he would make everybody play, and the dad jokes that he would put on his whiteboard every day.
He had that same smile every day that the kids here remember, that the people in this community remember. Even keel, positive, upbeat, friendly, a good leader, just a great kid.
Was a source of just calmness for our department. He never overreacted to any situation, as he knew with time everything would work itself out, and we really needed that as a department.
He would come home and share stories and get excited if there was someone that was struggling, but he felt like he had made a connection and they did their best. And that's all he wanted, was to keep moving ahead and keep doing your best. Steve loved the outdoors. If anybody knew him well, they knew that he mowed the grass and he had to mow it in a certain direction. And we could not mow the grass. He had to do it because it had to be done a certain way. So he was very particular about just how the yard looked and being outside. And that was one of our favorite pastimes, was being outside and playing and being with the girls and working in the yard.
This year, we have had the fortunate pleasure of being able to partner with our Loveland Green Team, which is our sustainability group, kind of organized to create an outdoor classroom and we were this fall able to get approval on behalf of the Kenyon family to name and dedicate this outdoor classroom to Steve Kenyon. The cool thing about this particular project not only is kind of the location and the use of the space, it's actually covered in one spot and will be uncovered in another spot, which will provide some flexibility with weather. We'll also provide a memorial space where we want to honor individuals that have passed too soon and use it as more of a celebratory space within our community. So it's, huge cost dollar that we've had to kind of go about raising funds for this, and to make sure that we meet all the other requirements that are necessary, such as like ADA compliance, and making sure that some of our students that are handicapped have the ability to utilize this space. It's an important project to a lot of people. It's an important project within our school, and I'm really excited the fact that our students are leading the charge on this.
I think having an outdoor classroom is a great opportunity for Loveland and for the community. The students being able to be more carefree outdoors and concentrate and just get away from busy life, and being able to keep Steve's legacy alive through the classroom is something that we're really excited about.
I look at the structure of what is being created here, and I see that as an incredible positive for all of the kids that are going to be able to use it. A different environment lends itself to learning different things and learning in a different way, and I think that that the entire school is going to be better for having it.
So I think that, Steve had a big impact on me, but also this school and his students and the community. And he would find a lot of value in the outdoor classroom because, as I mentioned earlier, Steve knew that teaching wasn't just about the learning that happens within the four walls of a classroom. It can happen anywhere. And I think this outdoor classroom will really just give an opportunity for our students and our community to come together, to build better relationships, to learn about different things, and again, just to be a source of connection for everything that we have here at Loveland.
Yeah, I can't think of better places to place your time and your treasure than in a school, and then certainly to remember somebody who is from your community. I think the people of Loveland, this is special. I am sure the dedication of this outdoor classroom will be well attended because of the lives that Steve has touched. I think it's a great thing for the people of Loveland to rally around, and look forward to it being an outstanding space.